12 days till NaNoWriMo! I'm so excited I can hardly stand it! Me too! Writer, what's wrong? So many words. Not enough time. What if I get stuck? Don't worry about that, because today we're going to do an outline. Ew! Who are you, editor? We're not really doing an outline, are we? Yes, we are. Next Tuesday we'll do something you think is fun. But I do think you'll like today's project. We'll be doing Dan Wells' 7-point plot system, which is the only outline that has ever worked for me. Well, I do like Dan Wells. Dan Wells is the author of I Am Not a Serial Killer. I've heard him talk a couple times at the Teen Writers Conference in Ogden. He's fantastic. I also heard him at Life, the Universe, and Everything when he did the presentation of this plot system. That is on YouTube. I will link to it here, 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 and here. Yes, there are 5 of them. They are all worth watching. If his videos are so great, what are we doing? I thought we could do our own outline. That way you guys can see it in context and see kind of how I changed it so it worked better for me. You promise Tuesday's episode will be more fun? I promise. Proceed.
Dan Wells' 7-point plot system is as follows. However, I'm going to go through this crazy fast. It's a 15-minute presentation and I'm going to do it in about 30 seconds. So go watch his video. It's amazing. You will enjoy all 15 minutes of it. The hook is basically just your beginning. Plot turn 1 is the introduction of the conflict. The pinches are when things start to go wrong for the hero. Pinch 1 usually introduces the villain. The midpoint is how we get from the hook to the resolution. This is when the character takes things into their own hands. Pinch 2 is when things go really bad. Think about how bad things can be and add another suitcase full of bad. This is when it looks like the villain is going to win, the hero will never rise up from this. But of course, plot turn 2 is when the hero does rise up from this. They grasp victory from the jaws of defeat. This is when they find that last piece of the puzzle. And then the resolution is the resolution. This is the climax moment. This is when the hero kicks the bad guy's butt, or, you know, whatever, depending on what genre you're writing. Dan Wells goes through how to do this for romance and so forth, so go watch his video. That is really the point of my video. Go watch Dan Wells' video. Alright, for my book, my hook is when my heroine realizes that she's living in a super safe society, whereas the rest of the world is in the middle of a war, and she can't figure out why her people aren't helping in the war since she comes from super powerful people. My first plot turn is when Vianna sets off on her journey to save the world. She also meets up with Stefan, who agrees to journey with her. My first pinch is when my heroine realizes she may not be as adept to the situation as she thought. This is also when we realize just how bad the villain really is. We always knew he was there, but now we see the horrible things he's done, you know, the cities that have been destroyed, the dead heaped up in the street. She also tries to get a bunch of people to join her, but, like, nobody will, except for Eulora, because Eulora's awesome. My midpoint is when my heroes come up with a plan. Yes, they have made it this far without coming up with a plan, but now they have one. Go find the sorcerers in the Moon Sanctuary, get them to join them. Okay, pinch 2 is where I start getting vague, because probably nothing will ever happen with this book, but if it got published and you guys would read it because you're awesome and you would go buy my book, then I don't want to spoil the ending for you. So my pinch 2 is the defeat in the ruins, and it's a very epic defeat, believe me. It looks as though the villain has won. It's epic. So plot turn 2 is Eulora is awesome. Ooh, spoiler alert, they defeat the bad guy. I know you're shocked. This is an excellent outline. This is my overall story, but I had some other important points I wanted to add in. And guess what? I can. It's my outline. So thusly, I added 2 points. So my pinch 2 is after they make it to the Moon Sanctuary, they find that all the sorcerers are dead. So my plot turn 2 is they try again to raise an army, and they find this powerful magical artifact, go on a quest to find it, you know, very epic stuff going on here.
Whoa, we've actually got a lot prepared. Do you feel better now? I do, actually. Muse? We'd better let her rest. We'll be needing her come November. Today's novel idea is to create an outline for your nano novel. Be sure to add lots of conflict. Thanks for watching, and happy plotting.